Woodland Park, Colorado, Thanksgiving Day, 2018. The aroma of sweet potatoes and cinnamon drifted softly through the house. In her warm, quiet kitchen, a young mother prepared a simple holiday meal while her baby's gentle laughter echoed in the background. The day was supposed to be filled with gratitude, warmth, and family, a peaceful pause before winter settled in. But as darkness arrived, everything shifted. Behind those closed doors, something happened that no one could have foreseen. A familiar face, an innocent game, and a sudden act of unimaginable violence. By the next morning, the small townhouse that once held laughter would stand at the center of a mystery that captured the entire nation. A story of betrayal, affection, and a chilling secret buried beneath the surface. What truly unfolded inside Kelsey Barth's home on that Thanksgiving night? Born on September 15, 1989, in Washington state, Kelsey Barth grew up in the quiet lakeside town of Moses Lake. She was the oldest of 2 children and spent her childhood among open farmland, animals, and endless skies. Life on the family farm taught her discipline and a strong work ethic. But more than anything, Kelsey loved the sky. Her dream was to become a crop duster pilot, flying over the same field she grew up tending. After high school, she pursued that dream through a local aviation program, eventually becoming a flight instructor in Washington. Students admired her calmness and patience, qualities that made her both a trusted mentor and an excellent pilot. In May 2016, Kelsey set out to start a new life chapter. She moved to Colorado and joined DOS Aviation in Pueblo in July 2017, quickly earning a reputation for professionalism and warmth. Colorado suited her, the mountains, the clean air, and the quiet rhythm of small-town life made her feel at home. Soon, her heart drifted toward someone she'd met online. In 2016, through a dating website, Kelsey met 32-year-old cowboy Patrick Frazee from Florissant, Colorado. Patrick lived on his family's 35-acre ranch, where he trained cattle dogs, shod horses, and handled livestock alongside his mother, Sheila Frazee. Locally, he was known as a capable horseman who managed ranch life with ease. Their connection progressed quickly. They were engaged within months, and in October 2017, they welcomed their daughter, Kay. Hoping for stability and a committed family life, Kelsey left Washington and moved near Patrick in Woodland Park. But the reality wasn't what she had imagined. Kelsey made it clear she wanted a safe, independent home for herself and her daughter. Living on the ranch with Patrick's mother didn't sit right with her. Tensions grew between Kelsey and the Frazee family, prompting her to rent her own townhouse just 20 minutes away. She created a quiet, cozy life with baby Kay and visited Patrick on her days off, still trying to hold on to the idea that one day they would form a true family of their own. However, Patrick remained distant, detached, and uninterested in commitment. Slowly, the relationship crumbled. Kelsey was heartbroken and confused, yet she remained patient for her daughter's sake, hoping the man she loved would eventually become the partner and father she needed him to be. Then Thanksgiving Day arrived. It was a cold, bright Thursday, the kind of day families gather around warm tables filled with laughter and homemade food. For 29-year-old Kelsey, the morning began with joy. She baked cinnamon rolls, filling her home with their sweet aroma, while playing with 1-year-old Kay. She planned a simple holiday dinner and even invited Patrick to join. At 12:41 p.m., she texted him. "I bought some sweet potatoes in case you wanted sweet potato casserole, but I forgot to get pecans. So if you want some, get some." It was a casual message, warm and routine, not knowing it would become one of the last traces of her life. Days later, when Kelsey's mother, Cheryl, realized she hadn't heard from her daughter, worry quickly became fear. On December 2, 2018, Cheryl contacted Woodland Park Police and requested a welfare check. Officers found both of Kelsey's cars parked outside. Inside, the home felt frozen in time. A half-finished batch of cinnamon rolls sat on the counter. Her purse and keys were gone, yet there were no signs of struggle, and no sign of Kelsey. Her phone and her daughter's diaper bag were missing. Had she gone somewhere? If so, why? That quiet townhouse, still filled with the lingering smell of cinnamon, became the starting point of one of Colorado's most haunting missing person mysteries. The truth waiting beneath it was far darker than anyone imagined. Later that afternoon, the police chief addressed the media. He shared the early findings. Kelsey had last been seen on Thanksgiving Day. Her employer had received a text from her phone on November 25 saying she wouldn't be coming to work the following week, but Cheryl immediately knew something was wrong. Kelsey wasn't the type to vanish. She was responsible, dependable, and deeply devoted to her daughter. More troubling was that Kelsey's phone had pinged near Gooding, Idaho, that same afternoon. How could her phone travel nearly 800 miles when both her cars were still at home? Investigators searched her townhouse and vehicles. Nothing indicated foul play, but nothing suggested she left willingly. The case was now a missing person investigation. Cheryl addressed the public with remarkable strength and heartbreak. Kelsey wasn't someone who simply disappeared. She loved her career, her baby, her family, and her faith. The family created a Facebook page, Missing Mother, Kelsey Barth, urging the public to spread information carefully and avoid rumors. Reporters questioned why Patrick Frazee wasn't present at the press briefing and whether he was cooperating. Police confirmed he had been invited but didn't come. They said he was cooperating and that there was no early evidence of a crime. Investigators confirmed that all aircraft at Kelsey's workplace were accounted for. She hadn't flown anywhere. Baby K was with Patrick. Still, none of this felt right. Friends and family insisted Kelsey had been excited about Thanksgiving. Her cheerful message about sweet potatoes and pecans contradicted any suggestion she wanted to disappear. And Patrick's explanation raised more questions. He claimed they'd broken up the day before Thanksgiving and that Kelsey handed off their daughter during a brief meetup. Then he said he hadn't seen her again. But that didn't match anything Kelsey had told her mother. She had sounded relaxed and happy that morning, no mention of a breakup at all. When questioned further, Patrick gave an unsettling explanation. He claimed Kelsey struggled with depression and hinted she might have checked herself into rehab. Cheryl rejected the rumors immediately. Her daughter wasn't like that. Patrick began spreading stories that Kelsey was unstable and sought therapy, lies that those closest to her dismissed entirely. Phone data soon became crucial. On November 25, Kelsey's phone pinged in Idaho, 800 miles away. Then, on December 6, Kelsey's brother Clint and her mother returned to her townhouse, searching for anything they might have missed. Clint noticed a dark stain under the toilet rim. It was blood, later confirmed to be Kelsey's. The case shifted from a missing person search to a homicide investigation. All attention turned to Patrick. Throughout everything, Patrick remained disturbingly calm. He skipped every press conference, even the ones where Cheryl begged for help finding her daughter. He showed no real concern. Surveillance footage from a neighbor's camera exposed his lies. The footage showed Patrick entering Kelsey's townhouse on Thanksgiving with Kelsey and baby K, and later leaving alone. His story about meeting halfway was false. Investigators analyzed Patrick's phone records and found frequent contact with a woman in Gooding, Idaho, the same place where Kelsey's phone pinged. Her name was Crystal, a nurse and single mother known for her quiet life. At first, she denied knowing Patrick. But phone records showed otherwise. Under pressure, she cracked. Crystal revealed she and Patrick had known each other since 2006 from the rodeo circuit. She had fallen deeply in love with him, and over the years, he manipulated her emotions, disappearing and reappearing whenever it suited him. By 2018, their relationship had been rekindled. She didn't initially know about Kelsey or baby K. When she found out, she felt betrayed, but Patrick knew how to twist the narrative. He told her the relationship with Kelsey had ended long ago. He painted Kelsey as unstable and unfit to raise their daughter. Then came Patrick's horrifying request. He wanted Crystal to help eliminate Kelsey. Crystal agreed. She loved him, believed him, and as a nurse, she had access to dangerous substances. They planned multiple attempts, all failed. Poisoned coffee. A metal pipe. A baseball bat. Each time, Crystal backed out. So on Thanksgiving, Patrick acted alone. He visited Kelsey's townhouse, pretending nothing was wrong. They ate together. He suggested playing a scent-guessing game with candles. As Kelsey leaned forward, blindfolded, Patrick lifted a baseball bat and struck her. He hit her repeatedly until she no longer moved. 13 hours later, Crystal arrived with cleaning supplies, bleach, gloves, and protective gear. What she found was horrifying. Blood coated the walls, the floor, the baby's toys, even what looked like a Bible. Patrick ordered her to clean everything. She later admitted she purposely left small traces, hoping investigators would one day uncover the truth. When the cleaning was done, Crystal saw Kelsey's body wrapped in plastic inside a metal trough at Patrick's ranch. Patrick poured gasoline and motor oil over it and set it on fire. Even Patrick's mother, Sheila, stepped onto the deck and glanced at the burning flames, but said nothing. Crystal took Kelsey's phone back to Idaho and followed Patrick's instructions to send texts, making it appear Kelsey was still alive. As investigators pieced the puzzle together, human remains and burned evidence from Patrick's ranch confirmed the worst. Within a month, Patrick Frazee was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, solicitation, and tampering with a corpse. During the 2019 trial, Crystal testified in exchange for a plea deal. Combined with phone records, surveillance footage, and even Patrick's jailhouse attempts to order hits on key witnesses, the truth became undeniable. The jury found him guilty. Patrick received life in prison without parole, plus 156 years. Crystal was sentenced to 3 years, later reduced to 18 months, and was released not long after. Custody of baby Kay was granted to Kelsey's grieving parents, Cheryl and Darryl, who raised her on their Washington farm. Sheila Frazee tried to fight for custody but lost in court. Even today, Patrick maintains he's innocent. But the evidence, the testimony, and the brutality of what happened paint a clear picture. Investigators believe his motive was control, full custody of his daughter. Kelsey's life was taken by the man she trusted, the father of her child. May she be remembered for her warmth, her courage, and her devotion as a mother. Rest in peace, Kelsey. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more investigations.